Hello, my name is Madison Musich, and I'm a registered dietitian, and I'm a graduate student here at the University of North Dakota, part of the Department of Nutrition and Dietetics. And one of our projects was to create a narrative review, and so mine is on eating disorders and nutrition knowledge. So millions of individuals worldwide suffer from eating disorders, and it's the leading cause of death among mental illness. The pathology of eating disorders is still relatively uncertain. However, understanding that level of nutrition knowledge of those with eating disorders may help us in the future provide better therapy. So the purpose of this narrative review was to determine whether the level of nutrition knowledge actually influences eating disorder development. Databases were peer-reviewed, such as PubMed, Clinical Key, and CINAHL. Keywords were nutrition knowledge, eating disorders, disordered eating, anorexia nervosa, and so on. Majority of the study designs were cross-sectional studies, however, one was longitudinal. And inclusion criteria was it had to be original research done on humans. The original written word had to be English, and the measurement had to compare nutrition knowledge to eating disorders or disordered eating. Shown is the results from these 12 articles that were used in this narrative review, varying in different types of populations, from athletes to students, and men and women. Some studies were just done on women, one was just done on men, and a few were done on both men and women. So the discussion here is the level of nutrition knowledge may not actually impact eating disorder or disordered eating development. It was found in these articles that those with eating disorders or disordered eating actually had less, similar, or more knowledge than those without eating disorders or disordered eating. However, increased interest in nutrition may lead to increased prevalence of orthorexia nervosa. So not actually that increased level of nutrition knowledge. Males had concerns over weight and body image. However, they may have decreased tendencies for disordered eating behaviors despite similar levels of nutrition knowledge compared to females, which may be understandable as it's less known. Males with eating disorders, it is more common to see women with eating disorders, especially in research. So the conclusion is there isn't really a conclusion. We can't determine whether nutrition knowledge influences the development of eating disorders. Research, however, does seem to agree that those with increased nutrition interest, not increased nutrition knowledge, had greater prevalence of orthorexia nervosa, which may translate into other eating disorders. And dietitians are the most qualified to provide adequate nutrition education to those with eating disorders. One study was actually done on dietitians compared to other interdisciplinary therapies, and it was found that dietitians had the most nutrition knowledge among all other disciplines besides medical doctors, and dietitians had greater nutrition knowledge than those without eating disorders and with eating disorders. And for further research, more experimental studies need to be completed to actually determine the correlation between nutrition knowledge and eating disorders. These are just cross-sectional studies, so we need to look at a greater period of time. That's the information that I have for you. Down below in the right-hand corner is the references if you'd like to scan the QR code. If you have any other questions or concerns, please reach out to me. Thank you.